Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video. Yeah, so, we're going to give you an update about the killing of the PNPLGBTQ plus councillor, AINSLEY, comrade AINSLEY Parkins. And you know that when he was killed, there have been several, commentary and people who are irresponsible, making all kind of assertion and promoting lies about others. And that is not good because, look, we are in the 21st century where information is at the tip of people's fingers. But that doesn't mean that people have to be irresponsible. We can be responsible when you're dissecting information. People cannot be using this gut feeling. And we see over there, Ugly Some. Yeah, Ugly Some was the first one, came out, and he said it was a direct hit. And it's a labor right hit and this and that. When they had killed the JLP LGBTQ plus councillor close to Unspear police station, if they, I'm telling you, if they hadn't dismantled the CIB on a whole, this could not happen. All of these things, because detectives know the criminals, But it's because the politicians, they want to protect the criminals. That's why they dismantled the CIB. And crime fighting now is uniform policing. It's like, they're like soldiers. You understand? And that's why most of these police officers are arrested and charged of murder, because they don't understand the certain things, what to do and how to do it, as us as detectives who are trained. So that's why they use a little young police, put them in CTAC and all of these things. These kind of policing supposed to be done by detectives. You understand? When you're dealing with criminal like Dodo Baps, Mark Harley. Yeah. So this man, is an ungrateful PNP LGBTQ plus killer, whose loyalty is to Madden. Remember, that this council had brought the man, from Craigtown, bring him to Southborough, and his job was to kill the labor rights them who are giving problem. He had done some work, yes, and eventually he had some falling out with Tyson. So, and then after that, you know what happened. So, we want you to watch this video. You watch, you listen, and you decide. Because if you cannot think for yourself, others will think for you. You understand? So we want you to watch this. Because we're not here, we're not, hey look, we don't want a guy feel like saying, we're up on a guy's side, we're not on the PNP LGBTQ plus side, we're not on the JLP LGBTQ plus side. We are on Team Jamaica. We want to get rid of the criminal them. You understand? We want to get rid of the criminal. Hey, look, I'll based on all, even my background in America, and based on the training that I have received, the thing, the plan that I would have for Jamaica, you understand, that I would get from the American, is lock the country from, you understand, lock it from Rockfort, and do a clean sweep. Yeah, see him like how, it's done in Iraq. When you lock a province, you lock it, and the troops just go in and who forgot the departure long, got the departure long, and you just keep collecting the arms. Because you have to start from Mountain View, Rockfort, and start clean, Just like how when the American military went to Iraq, you understand? Yes, man, and that's how you do it. And you like muzzle and all in place, and you lock it, and you just clean. Who for go madden, the departure long, go departure long, and you just get all of the gun because you have all of the technology. So I want you to listen to this person, you watch, you listen, and you decide.
LP supporter, I'll go around and kill out some PNP. This brethren here now wanna see on the screen, AINSLEY Parkins, shot dead this morning. And this killing carried out by a JLP supporter. Because the JLP supporters, them sister, them can't win, cause the other day them look on the crowd with our St. Thomas, them catch cold feet, But the Prime Minister is a crayfish. Him could have expect to treat Jamaica people like that. And one poll run and him come out victorious. I want to depend on Obia, and will Obia run out. My viewers and subscribers, the people them who willing to support Mark Golding, we not have to do it in a quiet now. Then it's a silent river run
So I'm
deep.
going to teach you something that I have learned, serving in the United States military. You see, anytime the other side accuse the next side of doing something, they are the one that doing it. You understand? So you know that Tyson, if you look at these two men, he's the one that brought them there from Craigtown, He brought them from Craigtown to Southborough to kill labor right. And that is what he's saying, the people them are Southborough. You understand what I'm saying? And based on intelligence. We don't run with hearsay and gut feeling and what we feel like, because them things that don't work. That's not evidence. What we give you is real mama, papa truth over here. You understand? So Tyson was killed by a labor right first. Because why you don't start that kind of lies and all them things there? Doodle Babs is a PNPLGBTQ plus gunman, and he came from Craigtown along with Fat Fuck. And a fat fuck, pump the 15 shot them in a councillor, Him know them, him bring them come there, And now, him can't control them, so them just lick him away. I just saw it go. But you have to understand, it's when people like this blogger, that you understand what I'm saying, what he's doing, where I teach you something to them now. It's called propaganda work. Yeah, it's propaganda works with people who can't think for themselves, by appealing to their emotion, fears, and prejudice. So you see, by doing that now, when he's telling the people them say, boy, it's labor right, kill this man, it's political war now, him want to start now for people kill each other. In which it have nothing to do with politics, but it's just internal gang feud. Tyson is a bad man councillor. You understand? Tyson inform on labor right. We have no problem with that. For a criminal, yes. What you mean? We love Tyson as an informer. What you mean? Inform upon them, yes. You understand? But one thing now, Tyson are inform upon film friend them. Like Doodle Babs and Fat Fuck. So they're the one that kill him now. You understand? So you have to understand how propaganda works. So what that person have been doing to his viewers and subscribers is selling them propaganda. So we'll continue the journey. So before we start this video, if you haven't subscribed to the Jamaica Young Police channel as yet, please consider subscribing. Yes, before we move on, subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Yes, like the video, share the video, comment below, and join the Patreon link so that you will get access to other videos and other information that you won't see on YouTube. So become a member of the Patreon squad. As we have said before, coming this Sunday, the guy can't pay we, Nobody can pay we. You understand? And people are call and this Sunday, you still don't worry. You will see the faces of the people who have plotted, and killed Douglas Chambers. All of the people them involved. You understand? Yeah, from the little man right up to the person who give the order to kill you understand, the politician who did it, and he's still there. So, moving on. Propaganda works with people who can't think for themselves by appealing to their emotions, fear, and prejudice. It uses simple language and repetition to create a message that is easy to remember and believe. So that's why you see, just like with propaganda, and that's why we support even Darrell Vaz, or him sue the brother, him name Dayton Campbell. And I see him thing we at the Jamaica Young Police and I go do to we an ugly some over there. Because them repeat like say, oh, Darrell Vaz killed Diane Smith and rape her. When the man did that in America, and it's the police them even come out and said, yeah, at the time when the killing happened, the man was not even in an island. And the foof, all of the people them believe. I have spoken to a detective, two of the detective who visited the scene, Dadrick Henry and Arthur Fabs, and there's a bigger photos there. Darrell Vaz's name never mentioned. It's propaganda is started. So now, Dayton Campbell, when Darrell Vaz finished, he might go live under a bridge. So, so moving on. So propaganda works with people who can't think for themselves by appealing to their emotion, fears, and prejudice. It uses simple language and repetition to create a message that is easy to remember and believe. So that's why when somebody will say that, say, boy, hey, boy, so the boy Jamaica Young Police, when him in a military, him come out Jamaica and him trouble and lies. And then people just run with it. You understand? So all the time we done with all the boy foot hype and them thing, him a turn Hannah hype. Cause him the ugly, big ugly mongrel, what we on him. So propaganda also rely on exploiting people's ignorance and lack of critical thinking skills. So that's why you say most of the people them. That's why they don't like men like me, because I can think for myself. So it's like I have seen all the atrocity that's committed by men from my community I was born and raised, and I have seen so many things. So I can differentiate between wrong and right, Because on God's earth, I am going to put somebody on a pedestal who infringe on another person's rights and say them a bad man. Them are a bad man. They're criminals. You understand? Them are a bad man. If you kill somebody or shoot somebody with an illegal gun because you feel say, boy, them for respect you and you send a message, you're not a bad man. You deserve to get preemptive strike. So that is my belief. So like for me, well, boy, fight against, not a fight against. You want anybody to kill the people and them thing there. So why you want to kill somebody else? And that's the cycle. That's why we have these murders. You understand? So something has to be done. So here are some specific techniques that propaganda uses to work with people who can't think for themselves. First, them use emotional appeals. Propaganda often use emotional appeals to manipulate people's feelings. For example, it might use fear to make people afraid of something, or anger to make people angry at someone or something. So by doing this, now that says a labor right kill AINSLEY Parkins, the low IQ people are going to believe, because them can't think for themselves and they're going to believe. Then what them use now, them use repetition. And for the ones who do not understand what repetition means, you just keep repeating it. Propaganda repeatedly repeats its message to make it seem more believable. So because people hear the thing over and over, them say, boy, yeah, it is true. And this is known as rule of 7. Yes, which state that people need to hear something 7 times before they will believe it. So I hope, so over here is a university by itself, I know that even some people didn't even know that it was Rule 7 when it come on to propaganda. But we just give you from an intelligence point of view and based on 1 and 2 little things. We just share some little training that we had received with you people. Propaganda is them use simple language that is easy to understand, even by people with low education level. Means to say they have low IQ, and this make it easier for people to remember the message and believe it. So like, you just tell people, all right, it is just simple as this. You see like how the criminal them, the criminal them from Cockburn Pen, or them kill Rifle and Warner British, or Cool Breeze them and Muscle, and Christopher Brother J. Ebert, Lionel, them kill Beanie, you understand that I Scully from around there, yeah. And them repeat it and say, boy, yeah, them, the whole of them, and them say, it's police kill Rifle and Warner British. And then you got fool ugly some over the about say, boy, oh, you know, I mean, make them a charge Tommy Lee for double murder. As if this fool, as if him have any influence or any powers. That is not the reason why they never charge him. It's because it's how the laws of Jamaica is written and them need to change it. Because if Tommy Lee was in America, he would have charged a double murder. Big time. So what they have done now, they use the killing of Junior Biggs as an example because them say it's police that killed him. And we'll address that to later. They say it was police that killed Junior Biggs. So them just use that now and say a police kill rifle and one of the British. When we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, from the night, from before even rifle was killed, we know who was behind it. That's why them kill Cool Breeze nephew the Saturday. Them kill rifle the Saturday, the Friday night, and them Cool Breeze nephew the Saturday. Remember I say Cool Breeze and one of the British and rifle, the three of them claim say they're my best friend. The only person ever there at both funeral was Cool Breeze. Him claim say man my best friend, but him couldn't go to them funeral. You understand? So you have to understand how propaganda work. So that's how them repeat it and say, boy, it's police kill rifle and one of the British. So you have to understand that. So by doing that now, because them know so the people them can't think critical. So that's why they manipulate them, you know. That's why they do not like people who are educated and can think. Because if somebody bring gun come give you to kill a neighbor, and then you are gonna look up to that person for anything. That person, the person will bring the gun come give you, you know. Them not going to do anything good for you, you know. Everything that they're going to do is to destroy you and to destroy your neighbor. So that's why I can think. I said, give me the book, not the gun. Once you can think, them can't manipulate you. And that is what propaganda is. That's how them do it. You understand? And you have another thing now we call bandwagon appeal. Propaganda use the bandwagon appeal. Yeah, you see just like how the reggae girls them go France and them thing there. And I hear the propaganda where them repeat, say boy, I go fund me make them reach there now. I let a lie, you know. And then everybody know who believe, them just jump on it and say, yes, I go fund me. There's no GoFundMe website. There's nothing to show that what they're saying is true, you know. But all of the propaganda is them jump on it, the bandwagon appeal, and them jump on it. You understand? To make people feel a part of a larger group. This can be done by using phrase like, everyone is doing it, or you are not alone. You understand? Just like how in the same GoFundMe thing, where them say, we'll find a way. A propaganda. So that's why and the bandwagon is them jump on it. So propaganda is them use the next thing they call name calling. Propaganda often make people dislike or distrust someone or something. This can be done by using negative labels or stereotype. So it's just simple now. Just like how we'll just give an example. Peter Bunting, like how last week Peter Bunting come out now. Him not say him Peter Bunting come out now and start smear the commissioner of police and the police hierarchy. If you say them a smear, they are smearing Corporal Rowan James. Because Corporal Rowan James was out there on sick leave and campaigning for the PNP. Because he's not an honest person, you know. Peter Bunting did not say, you know, what Corporal James did is wrong. You know what he did? He went after the people them were exposed him and said, this man should not be in the police force because this man has breached all of the rules and laws that govern the police force and he should not be in it. But because he's a criminal himself, a criminal-minded person, remember I said Peter Bunting is the man that destroyed Philip Parler's political career, you know. Philip Parler would have been prime minister, you know, because the Jamaican people like him. Because he's not seen as a violent person. Although him have one of the most violent constituency in a Jamaica. Yeah, out by Rockford. But them don't see him as a violent people. Philip Parler is a likable guy. If you meet him, you will like him. Because that's how him come across. A people person. Him see and him not going like him better than you. And most of the time when you will see Philip Parler by himself, unlike other politicians, you see them all the while in the bodyguard. You understand? So that's how it is. So you have to understand them thing, that the name calling thing. You understand? Testimonial. Propaganda often use testimonial from people seen as experts or authorities. This can be used to make the message seem more credible. So just like how we and Ugly Some bring Dopey Police, yeah, the same man where he and Ox and other police wanted to kill Edward Siaga up by Marvally High School in March 1993 general election. And you know them tactics and then them come out and say, Duppy police, I make testimony about me. When this man don't even know nothing about me, you know. It's a good thing I never share all the personal things with this boy from where I training school. Cause I never like it's a boy who just lie still doing it, a cool boy. He's just a liar brother. So you have to understand them things, you know. Them use another thing where you call fear mongering. Propaganda often use fear to make people afraid of something. You understand? And this can be done by exaggerating the threat or using images or video designed to be scary. So it's like how this man come out and say, boy, this is this is a big thing, you know. It's a big thing, you know, and the police them, you understand? The police them, you know, it's them kill rifle and one the British and them keep repeating it. So just like how this man now in a video now and him repeat this thing what that he's saying that well, you know, a labor right kill him and it's a, and this and that and then ugly some. Yeah, it's a labor right it. No, they have no evidence to support what they're doing about them do it because that is how propaganda is work. You understand? So now you have another thing now called cult of personality. Propaganda often creates a cult of personality around a leader or figure. This can be done by using flattering images and story to make the person seem larger than life. So it's the same like how them would have talked about Michael Manley and Michael Manley are the greatest thing and this and that and all kind of thing. That's how, you know, cult of personality. So it's the same way right now, like how the PNP them fear the Prime Minister Andrew Holness because him is Michael Manley 2.0. You know. Everywhere him go, the people them love him. You understand? So him is like a cult of personality. So people will tell you things about him, but like how this man now, he will tell you a cult of personality around Mark Golan and tell lie about Mark Golan. Because you understand what I'm saying? Remember, you know, Michael Manley says 70,000 strong cannot be wrong, and him did lose the election. So you don't watch the numbers where they talk about and them things. We don't care about all we care about is restoring Jamaica to its glory days. We want to forget rid of the corruption, the killing, and we want to forget number one, we want the financiers and we want the killers and we want to take them out. We want to send them at the departure long. Because based on how the system is set up, the judicial system is not working for the victims of crime. So, you know, having spoken to several people, most of the people them know what they're doing now. They are not giving the police them any information unless they know so when the police them come, straight departure long. Because people don't have the time to go to court because them say it risks the chance of them losing their life. Because the system is the politician them causes, you know. So moving on. So we are telling about propaganda. So it is important to note that propaganda is not always used negatively. It can also use to promote positive messages like peace, equality, and social justice. You understand? However, it is essential to be aware of the technique that propaganda uses so that you can be more critical of the messages that you are exposed to. So the trigger man, the man who pulled the trigger man, Mark Harley, aka Doodle Bops, is wanted for the murder of Tete at Benbow Street, Jonestown, Kingston 12, where I was born, by the Kingston Western Police Division. Doodle Bops have a strong connection in a Southborough, Portmore, St. Catherine. He's one of the triggermen who killed the councillor, AINSLEY Parkins, the PNPLGBTQ plus councillor, and the 100-man police them arrest Rashid Lyons, aka Guess, who's the Dan son from Craigtown, Kingston 12, neighbor which where I'm from. So some people ask why if the death of Councillor AINSLEY Parkins have anything to do with him endorsing Dr. Alvin Daz of the PNP LGBTQ plus party or something else. We don't know. Remember that Dr. Alvin Daz is a newcomer in the PNP LGBTQ plus party and standard bearer for, St. Catherine, is a political aspirant. You understand? So, you have to just understand that Dr. Alvin Daz, Dr. Alvin Daz is new to the political landscape, and said all the politics, with bitter rivalry, and eventually Dr. Alvin Daz was handed the party to be the standard bearer. You understand? And it was, him get the party nod from Mark Golden to represent the constituency. The people are upset at the way the PNP LGBTQ plus party went about selecting Dr. Daz and Robin Alric Campbell, a long-time comrade, unlike Daz, who is a newcomer. So the update that we are giving you about AINSLEY Parkins, you understand? You must remember, that AINSLEY Parkins, killing, he was shot by gunmen, in 2009, August 2009, in the PNP LGBTQ plus constituent office of Fitz Jackson. Councillor AINSLEY Parkins was marked for death because of the friends that he had in Southborough. And some of them that he had promised, and some I promised him could not keep. And the thing is that now with Councillor Parkins and these criminals, the Doodle Baps and the others, is that he's the one that inveigle these boys, and bring them come to Southborough, according to them, for kill labour right. And guess what now? Everything turn back on him, and in return, he's the one that end up being killed by these boys. You understand? So him cannot blame anyone but himself, because he's the one that brought them there. He brought these guys from Craigtown to Portmore to kill labour right, because that is what the people them in Southborough says. And now the boy them want to control the place, and there is a rift between him, AINSLEY Parkins, and Doodle Babs. And him just decides, boy, he might kill him. And that's what him do. Because this is it, 95% of the people in Jamaica, because we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we have done a survey with the people them who have some form of connection to Jamaica, whether them live there or not, or them have some ties to it. And 97% of the people them say the reason why people in Jamaica commit crimes is because they know that they can get away with it. That's why this boy could have killed the councillor. Him could have killed Doodle Babs, could have killed the councillor in a broad daylight, in front of everyone, and feel comfortable. Look at the men them who escaped from the Black River lockup. That goes to show you that Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. Oh, we are going to get it back. It's to change the minds of the people. You understand? We still can't get there now. We are not Jamaica, we still do not believe in giving up on Jamaica as yet. You understand? But Councillor Parkins brought the Babs to Southborough to dirt labour rights, and he turned around and dust out, and him kill the councillor, and him kill the PNP LGBTQ plus councillor. So so this is a second politician from the same district, and them killing space of 1 year. But would I like to know what's going on there? What's going on? Why do the Babs turn and Councillor AINSLEY Parkins? And why they turn and kill him? He's the one that brought them there, So when people are talking about the propaganda is them work. So when I'm talking about, say boy, it was labour right that killed him. It was far from the truth. It's PNP kill him. They are the same one that killed their own, kill this man, and then them blame others. So now, this is the update. He was not killed by any labour right. He was killed by PNP gunmen. 2 PNP gunmen. Fuckfat and Doodle Babs. Both men are from Craigtown, Kingston 12. They are not from Portmore. They are not from Southborough. They were imported there by the same council who bring them there to kill labour right. And what the council have been doing, then these people now, they are so evil that they start spreading propaganda that it was labour right. People must not make assertion without facts. And based on the information received and obtained from the police, these are the men who killed the councillor. Our deepest condolences to, Comrade AINSLEY Parkins' family, who was once a labour right. I saw it go on them thing when you switch. I don't know how people do it, because look, if it's one of two things. It's either you see the light or you don't see the light. So I just saw it go on them thing there. So he must liberate then into PNP. Like the guy when he Meadows, he must liberate and him turn PNP. Normally boy them people they normally don't trust them and them thing there, you understand? But you know if somebody see the light now that's totally different. I just saw it go. You know, so if a man, you know, something I work for him right now I work for him. I just saw. So that's the update about Councillor Parkins. You know, so all of the propaganda is them. Don't listen to them. He was killed by comrades. Yeah, comrades killed Parkins and he wasn't killed by any Labour right. So all of you PNP, we know that I know for a fact say the PNP them brutal, you know. You understand? Because them playing. Remember saying that they are the one that killed Douglas Chambers and Ted Ogilvy. To date, they have killed 2 government officials and the Labour right have killed 0, which is good. So just look there and see where the terrorists are, the criminals, where them gang up, where they are. Both sides have gunmen, both sides have terrorists, but who's willing to kill government officials? Under normal circumstances, Dodo Babsa and Fokfa could be in a departure long. Up to now, we don't hear Zimbo them. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel, out.